What is up, YouTube? Mitch here with the Squatch Northwest YouTube channel. And I am back here today in the shop because my YouTube video turned off yesterday. And I think I figured out why. There's certain words you cannot say to a GoPro. And I just found out again. I just recorded like a 20-minute video and realized it wasn't recording. That's fantastic. That's all right because I messed up. So you don't get to see the mess up this time. Because it didn't record. Not like I'm going to cut it out. It just didn't record. Otherwise, I'd have left it. Anyways, we're back here in the shop. I get to do this again. Yay. I can't believe it really cut out on me, man. That's all right. Here we're in the shop. I got the dogs with me. There's Loki. He's soaked. Thor's in his nice warm bed. The old dog gets a wool blanket and cushion stuff on the ground. He's getting old, but it's all right. It happens. But anyways, we are out here because, or we're in here, technically, because it is storming. Absolutely storming today. I just went down to the ocean, to the beach, and did a couple YouTube shorts of just the waves and how it looks right now, and it is absolutely crazy. It is absolutely storming out there. I mean, it's pretty intense. I mean, it's probably impossible to see in the GoPro, but it is, trust me, it's coming down. And not just that, just the wind and the waves. I mean, it's definitely a storm. Loki, don't even think about it. He's looking at me like he wants to go back out there again. You're already wet enough, dude. All right, so take 3. Oh, I'm getting delirious at this point. That's all right. I got nothing else going on today, so we will just do this again. Oh, make sure the camera's facing down this time. So, picked up where we left off yesterday. My favorite survival hack that you can have for your personal use, for friends, for parties, for everything. I love this hack. So, like you saw in yesterday's video, to me, the best survival tool and fire starter in the world, petroleum jelly and hand sanitizer. You combine those, you have your igniter and your extender. Amazing combo. And then you gotta have something to hold together. Works great. And to keep it weatherproof and sealed and lightweight and all of the above, a straw, a plastic straw. So we'll do just like we did yesterday. You'll take a little bit of cotton, put it inside your petroleum jelly, get a little bit on there, and then you'll take your hand sanitizer, put a little bit on there, and then you just mix it all together. Mix it, mix it, mix it. Grab a little bit more cotton, mix it up, pull it apart, have fun with it. Like I said, you do this when it's raining like this and you want to play survival in your house because, you know, playing survival is much more fun than real survival. You know, if you're having fun when you're doing survival, you're camping, you're not surviving. So you take this and mix it up. You do it with your family on a rainy day, and you know you want to act like you're out in the woods. This is a great little fun task to do with your family, and you can make a ton of them, give them as gifts to your family. You can obviously put them in your survival pack. That's the main reason why we're doing it. And you know, give them out to your friends, your loved ones, and impress your girlfriend or boyfriend, whatever it is. And yeah, it's a pretty cool little trick. So you take this, and if you feel like it gets stuck in the end, you just take a skewer, also from the dollar store. Everything here's from the dollar store. You take your skewer, you shove that down a little bit further, get your cotton, stick it in there. Just easiest to twist and push down, and it'll kind of just like shove itself in there. And then once you got quite a bit in there, about a half a cotton ball's worth, I've noticed, seems to be the best. You can use the whole thing, obviously, but then your straw starts to get a little long where you're compacting it in, and then you'll pinch off right where the end of it is, right there. And then you'll take your skewer and start to shove it in there, and it'll compact in one little area, right? And then, like I said, if you wanted to, you can take the rest of the cotton ball, which is just a little bit, but about a half a cotton ball to a whole cotton ball, to me, seems to be the best length so far, as like how much material you're going to get out when you actually cut it open, and we'll get to that here in a second. So now you take your knife, you find out where it got left off at, which is right there. You cut that part out, because one straw can give you quite a few of them. These are the worst straws. Do not get bendy straws because you lose some of your straw length right there. So it's the only thing I didn't like. My dollar store didn't have the non-bendy straws, but that's all right. It happens. Oh, there's one that I did yesterday. Nobody got to see it. It's all right. We get to do it again today. I'll always play survival, man. It's fun. So same thing as we did the first time. Since now that we have this side cut, you'll pinch off and then push to compress everything together and make it a little bit more size friendly so that you can stick it in small spaces, shove it inside of your bag, your go bag, or whatever it is that you're using. Now you're going to take a lighter and light the end, melt the end, and push against a hard surface with a knife and close it off. Very, very simple. Do the same to both sides, obviously, and it'll be 100% sealed, waterproof, weatherproof, good to go. Just like that. There's one side, and make sure this thing is still on. I can keep checking that now. So, sealed. If you don't want petroleum jelly all over your fingers, wear some gloves. I don't really care. I'm not making a bunch of these right this second. I'll make a ton of these with the kid. Probably this weekend. On her next day off, we'll make some, just so she can learn how to do it. So, now you're hanging out with your loved ones or your significant other or your friends at a party or something, or you're actually in a real survival situation, or you're just camping and want to make a fire with it real quick and impress everybody around camp. So you take your knife, you cut open the straw, and I probably should have cut a little bit more. That's all right. Then you take out all your material that you packed in there, and then you fluff it up. Take all the stuff, pull it apart. Lucky's over there chewing on a bone. Pull it apart, make it so it'll catch spark really easily. And then you take your ferro rod and your striker. It's over here somewhere on the good part of the ferro rod. And there you go. Lights up every time. Like I said, to me, there is no better fire starter. I don't think one exists. I have the Amazon best fire starter in the world. #1 sold fire starter right there on Amazon. I like these. Don't get me wrong. You can cook on them. You can keep your tent warm. They're tent safe. You know, they don't pull oxygen out of the air. These are fantastic. I will show you why I don't like them in a little bit. So, to me, cotton ball, materials from the dollar store, and you can't beat it. You get so much of this petroleum jelly and so much of this hand sanitizer, and I don't know, is it 200 cotton balls in this thing? I don't know, there's a lot. You get a bunch of cotton balls and you get 150 straws for not very much money, and you get fire starter that'll last until you need to make a fire. So like I said, to me there is no better fire starter. If anybody knows of one that is cheaper than mine, please let me know. So one of the things that we didn't get to yesterday is the poop spray. So, if anybody has ever held a lighter and then, you know, you have fun with it, like you're a fire-breathing dragon. No, everybody's done that. Well, it works with hairspray. I know this. I wanted to try it with the poop spray because if you look at the ingredients in this, it has like 4 different alcohols: isobutane, propane, and butane. So, the #1 ingredient though is water. So that means that if I did this and then, you know, sprayed it, it shouldn't. We'll try it here in a second. It shouldn't just like a fire-breathing dragon, or you know, like you're in a video game throwing fireballs or LARPing or something. So it shouldn't do it. We'll find out. Nope, didn't think so. So because the #1 ingredient is water, it's just going to spray out. So how do we get this to ignite? So we'd have to find a way to get the water out. So what we'll do is we'll just take a little bit of cotton here, And then the alcohols in this should obviously be, should evaporate faster than the water. So you spray a little bit, you touch the top of the little puddle of it right here, and then, oh, here's my ferro rod, and then we'll light it, see if it works. Haha, success. So it works, but I would not recommend it. Just because it says it has alcohol in it, yeah, it's not even lasting that long either. It's just the alcohol burning off. I mean, it's so fast. Just because it says it has alcohol in it doesn't mean it's always going to light. And that's one of the things I wanted to find while I was at the dollar store is, you know, just because it has the ingredients that say flammable, you know, doesn't mean you can just like start fires with it. And there you go. Proof is in the pudding. So we'll do it one more time. And this time I'll use a lot more of it and actually like really soak the cotton ball. That was like best case scenario is you take the little bit of the alcohol that's on top and the bubbling part, not the water that's settled to the bottom. And that barely worked. So I highly doubt if I just spray this on here, it'll catch fire, or it might catch fire, but it won't stay lit. But we'll find out. We'll spray the heck out of it. You know, it's really flammable. Like it says on the bottle, it's flammable. So the fumes might ignite, which we'll find out here in a second. Oh, just flung it over there. So far, nothing. I'll keep going. It lit. Oh, it lit for a second. I don't know if you guys can see it right there. It was lit. But like I said, it's got so much water content in it. Here, now we'll cheat. Now we'll just do it with the lighter and see what happens. Oh, it's lit a little bit. Ain't gonna stay lit. So, just because it says it's flammable doesn't mean it's flammable. Proof right there. So, hairspray most likely still works unless they have changed the ingredients in hairspray and put water in it like they did this poop spray. Oh. I know some of y'all, like kids, like when I was a kid, most likely, you know, grabbed the hairspray or something and played with a flame, had the ladder, and just you had fun with it. It was a lot of fun back in the day. All right, so why don't I like this? Right? That is the next question. Why don't I like this? There's a lot of reasons. So, well, I just made it way worse because that water that was at the bottom now definitely won't light. It's all right. We'll clean it with the mop head that I didn't like for fire starter in the first place. So let's go ahead and clean that up. Perfect. Now it's nice and dry. I'm going to dry off a little cube. Make this a unbiased review. So, all right. Why don't I like these? So, one of the first reasons. This is extremely hard to do with a ferro rod. It can be done. You need to shave off a little bit of it. So we'll do that now. Break it up into little pieces so that hopefully it'll catch a spark. You get that in your little pile. And then like I said, this stuff does not ignite easy. That is the first and probably number one reason why I don't like this stuff. I'm getting some hot, yeah, there's some hot stuff coming off this, and it is not igniting. It's smoking, but it's not igniting. So, how do you get it to light? Well, with a lighter. Once you get it lit with a lighter, it is actually pretty damn cool and absolutely amazing, to be honest. And you can cook on it. You can do a bunch of stuff with it. These things are neat. I'm actually not going to light this whole thing, so otherwise I'm wasting it. I like them, and they do last a little bit, as you can see here. I don't know if you guys can see that flame right there. My recording light might be a little bright, but it works. Don't get me wrong. You can't use ferro rod to get them lit, so you have to have a lighter. So it sucks. Works great if you're just camping you have them, you have the money to buy them because they are expensive, and you just want to cook some water and kind of bushcraft with some newer technology, this is the way to go. So it works, yes. I don't like it. The flame isn't even that hot. So yeah, we will dispose of this, and we'll see if we have any other fun stuff to play with. Also leaves a mess. That is ruined my recording surface, man. My dollar store recording surface. The other thing that I wanted to finish and touch up on yesterday was we were going to do with this phone charger, we were going to try to do a fire starter with a battery and the phone charger. That turned out to be way harder than I thought, and as you probably saw in the video, if you watch the video, I burnt myself yesterday trying to do it, and I couldn't figure it out. I even tried for 20-30 minutes after I was done recording. The video stopped on me again. But where? I don't remember. I was talking about this battery. So we were trying to get a fire with this, and I'm sure somebody out there is laughing at me watching this video and is like, hey, you idiot, you know, you just wrap the cord around there and then you touch it and it's fire. So hey, good for you, man. I'm glad you know that. I don't know that. I've never tried this. I've heard of this working either with a AA, D, or a 9-volt, which I think would work the best. It works. You give me steel wool, I can do this all day. Just pop it on there and then you put it in your little tinder bundle, it's good to go. I've done it with steel wool. I've never ever done it with just some exposed wires. So can it be done? I'm sure it can be done. A lot of things that can be done that I don't know about. I am no expert by any means. I just love doing this stuff. But yesterday, I showed you the alcohol fire, which is one of my favorites, and that's this guy. And after, you know, looking into it a little further, I realized where I messed up. And the easiest way to start this is our old buddy, the cotton ball. You fill this up with this, you drop the cotton ball in there, and then you hit it with the striker. Done deal. Why I didn't think of that? I don't know. He was in a hurry. No, I'm not always right. But yeah, so that's gonna wrap up today's video. This is just an extension of yesterday's video. I didn't even think I was going to record today, but after watching yesterday's video and realizing that, you know, the video turned off, I had to obviously finish it. So this is me finishing the video, and it turned off on me 3 times today because I gotta realize that I can't say certain words to the GoPro. It's always listening. And yeah, so we'll go ahead and cut this video off. I'm sure we'll be in the shop for a little bit. If I come up with something else, or if I think of survival stuff, I have a whole like bin full of survival actual gear that I could go over. And you know, I'm thinking about doing a video on reviewing some of the Temu stuff that I've purchased recently that I am just blown away by. If you guys haven't checked out Temu, that is the crazy. So this ferro rod that I've been throwing crazy sparks with is a Temu $2.40 item. I love this thing. I've literally purchased them for my whole family and several others. These are amazing. I swear by this thing. So we will go ahead and cut the video out there. If you guys have any questions or anything you'd like to see me do that is not, and look at this rain, that's not involving me going out into this nonsense, please let me know. I don't mind going out into it. You want to see me start a fire in it? I don't feel like doing that. There's tons of videos out there of people, you know, how to do it is not fun. You carve a bunch of wood up because you have to get the inside of the wood because the outside of it's wet, and then you start a little tiny fire, and then, you know, you just stuck out there and got cold and wet for hours just to make a little video. And I don't feel like doing that. Sorry. There's plenty of these expert YouTube survivalists out there, and I am not one of them. I'll let you guys enjoy this rain for a little bit, and then we'll go ahead and cut the video out. But thank you all for watching. and enjoy the rest of your week.